As we're studying or beginning to studying claims and evidence, I really like this article, When Lightning Strikes, as an example of how to show you how to begin looking for claims and evidence as a reader. When we read When Lightning Strikes, there's a section at the bottom, and the heading of that section is called Play It Safe. The heading tells us right here that we already know that we need to be safe when it comes to lightning. This author doesn't just come out and say, hey, be safe, but they give us reasons and evidence to support why and how we need to be safe. This author decided to give us some facts by inserting some numbers. So we're already seeing that lightning strikes the United States 25 million times each year. Additionally, we see that in the United States, about 60 people are killed by lightning each year. Do you think this author knew this before they did some research? If you said no, you are correct. Before the author could put this into this passage, they needed to research the information. Now, one of the things that I like with this passage also is it talks about to stay safe, following the golden rule, head for cover. We have a quote here from a person. This is a meteorologist, and I know this because up here at the beginning part of the story, or not story, but the narrative. It's not even a narrative, it's an informational piece. Sorry guys, it's kind of late. But I see that there's a meteorologist that's actually giving me information. A meteorologist is someone who studies weather. This is a person who is considered an expert in their field. We can take what they have to say and suggestions that they make as something we should listen to because they study this information. So down here, he's telling us that there's no place outside that is safe and tells us where we need to go. Additionally, he gives us some tips that we can use. Now, one of the things that I want to point out is I do not believe that the writer of When Lightning Strikes actually talked to this expert one-on-one. I don't think he called him up to get his opinion. And the reason I say that is we notice here that he's sharing these tips within a magazine or a journal. When we see that evidence is being pulled from a journal, we can take that as another sign of evidence that is strong and supports the claim. The claim of this section is that people need to play it safe. The reasons and evidence that the author is given come in the form of facts, come in the form of an expert opinion or an expert saying. As you guys are beginning to read more informational pieces, you don't have to look for an entire or read an entire article and be able to try to figure out one particular claim. Most reading that we do is broken into sections where there's a heading and a paragraph or two, and we're looking to see how they're proving that that section is something that you can read with confidence and knowing that evidence was given to support the author's statement. Whenever we're trying to read an informational piece, we are wanting to make sure that we are reading something that has been studied, that has been tested, that facts are included, or that there's an expert that's actually giving you the information.